So, what exactly is Azure DevOps? Imagine you are running a busy kitchen and you need to plan your menu, gather your ingredient, cook the meal, and serve your customer. Azure DevOps works the same way, but for software development. It helps teams plan their project, write and manage code, test their work, and finally deploy it to the real world. It's like having a complete kitchen staff, all coordinated and working efficiently. Azure DevOps gives you the tool to do that but for software. And the best part, it works seamlessly with other Microsoft tools like Azure Cloud, GitHub, and Visual Studio. Now you might be wondering, why should I learn Azure DevOps? Well, for starter, DevOps is one of the most in-demand skill sets in the tech today. Companies are constantly on the lookout for professionals who can bridge the gap between development and operation. Azure DevOps is not only widely used in the industry, but it's also incredibly practical. Whether you're working on your own project or collaborating with a global team, Azure DevOps helps you streamline workflows, reduce manual error, and speed up delivery. Plus, since it's tightly integrated with Azure Cloud, learning it opens the door to many high-paying cloud roles. Think of it as learning to drive a powerful car in a world that runs on road. Alright, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. Azure DevOps isn't just one tool, it's a full ecosystem made up of 5 major services. First, we got Azure Board, where your planning and task tracking happens. Then there is Azure Repo, your Git-based code repository. Azure Pipeline handles automation, making sure your code build and deploy without a hitch. Azure Test Plan lets you catch bugs before your users do. And finally, Azure Artifact is your own package sharing system. Each of these tools is powerful on its own, but together they form a development super team. Think of it like the Avenger of DevOps, if you have watched that. So let's start with Azure Board. If you ever use tools like Trello or Jira, this one will feel familiar. Azure Board helps you break down your big ideas into manageable tasks. You can create user stories, track bugs, assign works, and monitor progress all in one place. It supports Agile methods like Scrum and Kanban, so whether you love sticky note or a structured sprint, it's got you covered. Picture it like a digital whiteboard where your entire team can collaborate in real time. No more guessing who is doing what or what's falling through the cracks. Everything is organized and visible. Now onto Azure Repo, your code's home base. This is where version control happens using Git. If you're new to Git, don't worry, think of it like Google Docs for code. You can track changes, revert to previous version, and work together without overwriting each other's progress. Azure Repo also supports pull requests, code reviews, and branch policies to make collaboration smooth and secure. Whether you are working solo or in a large team, Azure Repo ensures your code is organized, safe, and always accessible. It's like having a super-powered history book for every change ever made. Here is where the magic happens. Azure Pipeline. Imagine if every time you hit save, your code automatically got tested, built, and deployed to your app or website. That's what pipelines do. They bring continuous integration and continuous deployment, also called CI/CD, into your workflow. With Azure Pipeline, you can write your pipeline in YAML if you love coding, or use a visual editor if you are just starting off. It supports all major languages and platforms, from Node.js and Python to Java and .NET. Pipeline helps you move fast without breaking things by making sure everything is tested and working before it goes live. Next up, Azure Test Plan. Even the best code can have bugs, and that's why testing matters. Azure Test Plan helps you create test cases, run manual or automated tests, and track result. It's like quality control for your software. If your app were a car, test plan would be the crash test, speed trials, and safety check before release. And the best part, it integrates with Azure board and pipeline, so you can track bugs right from your task list and stop broken code from being deployed. Testing isn't a chore, it's your safety net. Let's talk about sharing code packages. That is Azure Artifact. So Azure Artifact is your personal package manager. Imagine you've written a module that you want to reuse across several projects, or maybe your team use third-party library. Artifacts help you publish, store, and manage those packages in one place. It supports popular formats like NPM, Nugget, and Maven. No more guessing which version is safe to use or where to find it. With Azure Artifact, your team can standardize and streamline how packages are handled. It's like having your own internal app store, but for code. So, common mistake beginner makes. Well, beginners often skip Git basics. They mess up pipeline trigger or leave permission to open, and learning how to configure this properly will save you a lot of headache. Pro tips for getting started. I would recommend using pipeline template to avoid repeating yourself, and learn some basic YAML, and integrate Azure DevOps with tools like GitHub and Slack for better workflow. So, your next step, I would say build your first pipeline. Try one of Microsoft sample template. I will provide a link below, and don't forget to explore the official Azure DevOps documentation. It's packed with gems. So, thanks for watching, and got any question, drop them in the comment. Like, subscribe for more practical Azure content. Stay tuned for deep dive coming your way.